mystery truly comes alive here, don't you think? A good question. Partly to keep unwanted intruders away, I suppose. They might also have been meant as tests, to ensure that only the truly worthy can reach the main burial chamber. Who can say, really? The motives of the dragon priests are as inscrutable as those of the dragons they worshipped. I've been thinking about that, and I believe it does. I believe it was the ancient ancestors of the Skull who built this tomb for their master, the dragon priest they called the Guardian. In all likelihood, these people were ancient Nords who came with the dragon priest to live here on Solstheim. Separated from their people on the mainland, they developed a distinct culture that became the Skull we know today. Of course, this is all just theory and conjecture. It is likely we will never know the truth. This is clearly a tomb, if a rather elaborate one. I would guess it was built for a dragon priest who achieved great fame in his time. It seems he was held in high regard by both men and dragons, because he defeated a traitor named Mirak. Perhaps Mirak was also a dragon priest, probably a contemporary of this Guardian. He must have turned against his own order. After his defeat, Mirak was banished to Solstheim, and the Guardian was made his jailer. Very well then, back to work.
Bilgemak, run. Prize beast, run. Bull tribe kin, chase away. Bilgemak, fear. You bring he, follow you, yes. Bilgemak, prize beast, you find he, follow. Bilgemak, love meat, give meat, he follow, you go. Frederick. Frederick. Bilgemak, follow you. Bilgemak, no strength. Tribe kin stronger. You stay, help more. Tribe kin missing red cross. Need for God speak dance. You bring red cross. We dance. Yeah, like this. Go bring 2 hands of red cross. The friend of tribe king. Elifaka to Kawa. Frederick. Elifaka to Kawa. Breivik. Breivik. Hrawa. Wander, gather. Good, red grass. Later we burn. Now, final task. Then you tribe give. Bad Nords say there's bears. Live by water. Bother tribe give. We fight. You strong. You help. No more bad Nords. Bad people, they come fight us. We fight back now. You know, we know. Come fight. We wait, but you come fight. Umafatu. 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 Elifaka. Kawa.
Have you been by Thirsk? Have you seen... Is there any of the mead left? I make it, drink it, I share it with friends. Ha! Thirsk didn't always make its own mead. No, we used to get by on shipments from Skyrim. But those gold grubbers at the East Empire Company started charging more than their share for bringing it over. We still buy what we have to, but I make as much as I can. I wouldn't be at Thirsk if I wasn't. These days I focus a little more on the creature comforts of the hall, though. The food, the drink, the stories. It drives Kuvar mad, but someone has to do it or the place would be a little cold. Well, the easy answer, of course. Mead! Actually, now that I think of it, I have been missing the Ashfire. It's a special brew that we make at Thirsk. If you could somehow get up there and grab a bottle, I'd be a long way towards forgetting how miserable it is down here.
Good to finally be getting some sleep at night. Things are bad enough without everyone around here looking death-eyed too. What's going on here is that we've been kicked out of our home. The mead hall, up there on the hill. Some reeklings have taken it over. With tenacity and numbers. It didn't help that we'd grown a little too comfortable up there. Too much mead, too many stories, too few battles. Are you offering to help? Some new blood should be enough to rouse these layabouts to actually fight again. Well, let's move then. Hey, you lazy milk drinkers, get over here. I know you're all starting to settle in here and keep up the fat lives you got used to up in the hall. But look here. This outsider has more fire than any of you. All I had to do was mention our little infestation, and she volunteered in a second. I don't want to have my spirit outstripped by some wanderer, so let's get up there and kill us some reeklings.
Someone there?
I heard something.
You won't leave here alive. Get it. What are you doing? Watch it. What are you doing? I'm on your side. You can't win this.
That's the last of them.
Did you hear something?
Well, have to run off.
Ah, that was almost exhilarating. How are you feeling? Good to hear. In fact, that's just the spirit I'll need from my second. Do you want to come with me? My second. If we're going to take up residence here again, I need to get the blessing of Rothmund again. I'll need a witness and, well, you see the kind of horker brains I deal with around here. What do you say? Well, let's not waste time talking about it then. Are you ready to go inside? The burial place of Rothmund, who founded Thirsk. He brought a group of true warriors away from the soft life of the Skal to know the wilderness, to feel the sting of cold and of steel. I know that sounds a little silly. It's just the way it's written in the books, and that phrase has always stuck with me. It's pretty simple. Rothmund's axe is in there with him. Anyone who attempts to take hold of it has their spirit judged by Rothmund himself. No, nothing like that. He doesn't need to battle us to know us. He's always watched over Thirsk and sees us from beyond. And in my case, since he's already deemed me worthy, it will just be a matter of him remembering why he blessed me before. Really, all you need to do is watch. Let's not waste any time then. Just keep moving. There it is. So I just need to take hold of it.
You seek my blessing for the leadership of Thirsk Hall?
I do. It is I, Bujold. You blessed me in the past, and now I've rid the Hall of Reeklings and returned it to its rightful owners.
And well it is that this has happened. But I have always watched, and know that it was your softness that led to your own exile. You allowed your fellow warriors to grow weak, while the dangers around you mounted.
Then, the leadership is not mine?
No, nor is there any among you fit to serve. For a band in the wilderness, it is better to have no leader than a poor one.
That was a little embarrassing. The only thing I can do, I need to return to Thirsk. No matter what Rothmund says, we need a leader, and I'm still the best person for that. Look what's happened to us so far under his watchful eye. He gave his blessing to all the leaders who brought us to this point. Anyway, he's dead and we're alive. It's time to begin a new tradition for Thirsk, and I'm going to do that. All I need is for you to back me up. You don't even need to lie. Just don't tell anyone else what you heard here. Good. See that you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a hall to lead. We have enough problems here without having to build that blasted thing outside. Thanks for helping us wake up and move off it.
But Jolt says you served well. Before we were married, I was her second on the first trip to the Barrow. Rothman knows strength, in this world and the next. I don't think you know how dangerous it is to say what you've just said. This is a serious accusation. I'm sure Bejoled can straighten it out for us. Bejoled, your second claims that Rothman did not yield a blessing to you. Is that true?
My second would do well to keep her mouth shut.
So, you don't deny this?
Kuvar, listen to me. You said yourself that this place had lost sight of its past. We need a new tradition to move us forward. Instead of listening to a ghost in a tomb, we should steer our own destinies.
Your words carry some wisdom. But if you truly believed in the spirit of Thirsk, you would have spoken them honestly. Instead, you hid your shame.
Kuvar,
I can't even look at you right now. Get out of here. Run to the wilds.
Kuvar, I'm your wife. You can't.
And so I feel your shame all the more deeply. When it's time, we will seek you out. Until then, go and attempt to earn your honor in the old ways.
I was able to salvage most of the latest batch of mead. The rest was foul. We lost most of the batches we had brewing before those things were here. One is just ready to take its turn, though, and it's about time to add some of the flavorings. You can't find them on Solstheim, but if you find yourself back in Skyrim, I wouldn't mind you bringing some juniper berries. They add a different kind of sweetness. Tart. Makes the flavor more round. Sad to see her go, of course, but Bejoled wouldn't have gotten as far as she did if she wasn't strong. She'll be okay. Kuvar isn't enough to frighten me off. He makes a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, he wants what we all want. Peace and a warm drink. Enough for now, but I'll either need to get some more barrels or start importing more if we're going to make it through next winter. Last thing you want is the mead to run out just as the fire dies. Good day.
I definitely missed the forge. I wonder if it missed me. Cleaning out the forge was the easy part, but those blasted reeklings made off with most of my materials. And I can't forge air. You tend to wander around, don't you? If you come across any Stalrim or ebony in your travels, bring them back to Old Halbarn. Help each other out. I have friends in Raven Rock, and a few among the Skal. There's not much metal on the island itself, but we can find what we need, when we need it. Those things had filled it up with slop for their beasts. Elmus helped me wash it out, but the fire still smells terrible. It's not as good as it used to be, but I still am, at least. In the end, she was one of the better leaders we've had. But if she didn't deserve it anymore, I guess that's that. It's too dangerous out here. We can't waste time worrying about having a liar in our midst. Lying is the first step to cowardice, after all. I hope she finds what she needs out there. Until next time.
Can't talk too much, I'm afraid.
Huh? Glad to be back.
If you're looking for passage to Vardenfell, you're out of luck. No ships are heading back.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've brought light to the darkness.
I've been out of the business so long, I almost forgot how to swing a pickaxe.
Good to know that the mine's safe again. I heard a lot of strange things happened here.
So long, I almost forgot how to swing a pickaxe.
Getting your hands dirty, Outlander? Stuck out here listening to it all day and night.
I'd rather be stuck out here than there.